Hello, it's Eclipsis back again, and now this one is about Fear the Walking Dead, and it's the full series review. Let me go to. I want to go to. Okay, what I can say is seasons one, like the first season, is is a 10 out of 10. Great. Season two, a 10 out of 10. Great. I don't even need to say it. Season three, 10 out of 10 again. Like it's the greatest season. Like like to me it's like the greatest season story wise, like it's one of the best seasons ever, and yet that changes with season 4. Like I don't know what to rate the season. I don't know if I should rate it a 4 or a 5 out of 10 because they ruined the whole story. Like they had a cliffhanger ending which was good, and I feel like they should have continued that, but yet no. In this, they had Morgan go into the show, and it became the Morgan show. To me, I feel like they should have kept Madison. They should have Madison meet Morgan. It should have been totally different. Like it could have been a good season. And if Nick wanted to leave, like the actor, like they could have let him live at least, like make him unknown. And because it was more like he didn't like the story where it was headed, they could have at least made him unknown. And if something good shows up, he can be on a few episodes and then leave again, or 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 either if it's a good time, then kill him off in a way that's better than just getting shot in the chest. And I feel like they just got rid of Madison right away, like pretty much like, oh hey, like this is just flashbacks. Let me just get rid of Madison right away. So I'm gonna rate this season a 4 out of 10. Like it's like one or two episodes are good on it. Like maybe three, but I mean overall, like all these episodes are not that good. Let's go to season 5, which this season was very weird, but it was okay. A few more episodes were better, but I mean it wasn't as good. Like I feel like the second half was more I loved this episode. This was like a 9 out of 10 for me. The one with Athena and Isabel. That was like a 9 out of 10. A bunch of these episodes felt weird. This one was eh. Now for the next season, like I felt like that would be like a 5 or 6 out of 10 that season. Season 6 felt a little bit off. Like it felt like the end of the beginning. Yeah, it felt like they made Morgan like this, like he got bit and he was infected, but yet he never died, and they're basically making it into that Morgan never dies and he never gets infected. It was very weird to me, but I think I liked which one was it? I really liked I really liked this episode. That's when Sherry returned. That was one of my favorite episodes. Like let's say what else? Another good one was this one. This one was like a 10 out of 10. But I feel like the season overall was maybe a 5 out of 10. Like, it felt weird because they were making Alicia's character very downhill. Like they were basically treating her like a background character, and they were not treating her character well at all. Like her, she was one of the main characters with Nick and Madison, and you both get rid of them and basically made her into a background character that she was only on 6 episodes each season. Ever since ever since Nick and Madison left, she was literally on only just 6 episodes out of 16 episodes every season. So I I did not like that at all. It felt off. It felt weird. It felt like you were downing all, like putting like the thumbs down and everything to like all the characters. Luciana got worse. Like I still liked her character, like she was okay, but I mean she didn't really have enough story. Like she was just there just to be there. Like it wasn't really that much. And also and also Danielle Salazar, like he's still one of my favorite characters, but they made his character so awkward and weird. But I mean, like, it was an okay season. It was just okay. Like, what would I rate this season? Maybe a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Let's say this season was more of, it felt weird. Like, it felt like, why would you put, like, they didn't know what they were doing with Strand. They did not know what they were doing with Strand's character, but some things were coming up and some things were getting better. I'd rate this like a 7 out of 10, if not like a 6.5 out of 10. Like, I mean, they could have done better, but yeah, it's it was a 6.5 out of 10. But let's talk about season 8. That they could have done better with the season. This season was pretty good, but let's talk about a character that we should talk about. We should talk about Troy. He was one of my favorite characters. They killed him off in season 3 just to bring him back again, just to kill him off again. Like, I mean, he dies right here, and I mean, like, he gets hit in the head twice, and you can see his brain in his head in in season 3. But yet you bring him back. Yeah, cool. Like, I thought, like, let's see how this works. But you brought him back in a way that it didn't. It felt rushed. Like, it felt very rushed. Like, he was literally on only a few episodes. But I mean, come on, like, they could have done better with this character. And then you kill him off again, just to bring him back and just to kill him off again. Great, but I liked it. I like season 8. It was probably a 7 out of 10, a 7.5. Yeah, 7.5 out of 10. They could have done better. It, it could have been a better season in general, but yeah. I'm gonna go back to the beginning, what I was talking about. The first 3 seasons, I highly recommend. I watched the first 2 seasons with my dad, and then I was gonna watch season 3 with my dad, and I think I would probably stop there with my dad. Like, it's not worth watching all of these seasons. It's like a like, I mean, like, if you really like Walking Dead, yeah, you should watch it, because then what happens with Morgan, Dwight, and Sherry for the universe altogether. But I mean, when it comes to the Fear original cast, I feel like it doesn't really matter anymore. I feel like they just butcher all their characters in one, like, just all together. But I feel like if you love if you love the Walking Dead universe as a whole, and if you need to know more story about Morgan and what happens with Morgan and even his son too, and Dwight and Sherry, you should skip episodes, but at least watch some of the episodes, because then in season 8 they did a catch up to Dwight and Sherry's story with with the with the a sanctuary for all and all, like that whole community, Negan's group. But I feel like it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. But if I had to rate the show out of all, like, the whole series, I'd rate it a 7. Just a 7 out of 10 overall, like, just right in the middle. 7 out of 10. That's my final. Could have been better. It's okay. It's not great. Like, it's not a great show. Like, oh hey, watch it. Watch it, like, a be, beginning to end. Like, I'd say watch seasons 1, 2, 3 if you're not a huge Walking Dead fan. If you just as like a watcher, just watch the first 3 seasons. Don't even waste your time with the rest of the show. But if yeah, that's what I think. But it's still good. It's still okay. But they could have done better. It's like but I think it's an okay, like, where it was heading. It's okay. Yeah, actually, yeah, it's just okay, because I'm just gonna keep it there. But yeah, I'll see you next one. The next one will most likely be about. I gotta talk about my Walking Dead content that I used to do, because that's a small talk, but I have to still talk about it. But let me go into the thing and get it ready. We gotta talk about the Walking Dead in a whole. All right. So I'll see you in the next one.